Okay, what is up, ladies and gentlemen? I'm back again with driving around in Forza Horizon 6 with the most ungodly car. On today's shenanigans, the Colossus. Last time we went through the Goliath in uh, Hongwang Mini EV. Today, I will be going around the Colossus, which is more exponentially more compact rather than the Colossus. The Goliath is only like 37 kilometers long instead of the Goliath 81 kilometers. So it should be a lot more shorter. Should be is the keyword here. Last time I thought it was gonna take like half an hour, but it took us 55 minutes tops. The video took around 1 hour. So yeah, it could be 30 minutes for this, who knows. But today I will be using BMW Isetta 300 Export. It is the other mini car aside from a mini EV and the P50. That'll be a fun little experience to drive this in such a small car. Now, last time on last episode, the video audio is actually out of sync, so I chose some music that is a non-copyrighted background music, so I don't have to sing to it, so that if it did come out of sync again, it won't sound too weird. So let me, yeah, just hit those real quick. Because it did not play. There we are, some NCS music. Every content creator's favorite friend. Alright, let's begin now. Let's not dilly-dally any longer. Quite the start there. Now, the BMW is actually manual, so I do have to shift this with a gear shifter. You might be able to hear it as I'm shifting the gear. But this thing only goes to 4th gear. It doesn't go higher than this, nor does it have the same amount of top speed as the Mini EV. As you can see, the Mini EV is already pissed off at our rival that we're supposed to beat. It did say that he took 8 hours in a Mini EV, which I don't think that's humanly possible. I think he must have crashed somewhere and took a stop. But yeah. We'll simply enjoy this little ride of ours around the Japanese highway perimeter. Which, in all honesty, we should be driving on the left, but we're going the wrong way. You know, let me correct that. Let me correct. Yeah. Now we're on the right side of the road. Now going pretty slow, so let me wean off into the slow lane here. You know, this is like really boring. Unlike the Goliath and the Colossus. Was it the Goliath or was it the Colossus? The other one. Unlike the other one, this one is not so much turning. A lot of straight roads though, and there's highways, but yeah, not much happening here, especially in a slower car. I don't even know what to say. It's so empty. And then again, that's like most highways anywhere. They're a bit empty. Oh, this music's kind of cool, I guess. But it's a bit loud. I do like it loud, so. Yeah, music's cool, but like, not much going on. You can see the forest, I guess. I love marshlands to the right. Look at that. Only going 86, 85 an hour. It's you could use this as a CIA torture method, honestly. Another thing that sometimes mind boggles me is like these cars that we're riding right now are like they're based on real cars, right? I think the BMW Export, that's a real car. It's just like somebody wrote this, you know? Somebody bought this, wrote in it, and like this shit bangs. Like this bangs. It goes like 90 kilometers an hour, it barely corners. It fits 2 people max and some luggage. So like, who was this for really? I'm gonna look that up while I drive. BMW Isetta. Wait, it saved BMW from shutting down? What? Hell? I know, it can go up to 100 kilometers. What? Am I that heavy? That we cap the speed at 89, 90. Are we that heavy as a player? Like genuinely? Wow. It goes 98. I am pressing as hard as I can. Oh, we're on a decline. That's why we're ramping up speed. Tokyo Tower, people. Tokyo Tower. Hidari Koko. Tokyo Tower. Hidari Koko. I'm going to crash to the left side. Hidari Koko. Tokyo Tower. Is it Hidari Koko or Koko? That's Koko. Okay, time to switch back. As I think we're going different ways. That's something else, man. Can I take this corner without hitting, I wonder? No. No way. Oh no! I have crashed. Okay. Yep, this thing that barely corners. Come on. And we are back on the road. Okay, we need to brake. We need to brake to corner. In such a wide corner at 70 kilometers an hour. I need to remember this is not a race car. It is a micro civilian car. It's a micro civilian car. Right. Surely we can take this corner without crashing, right? We can, okay, cool. And this is something. Maybe I can like wobble my steering around and it has like no effect. Look at that. Barely noticeable. I'm passing by the bridge, Rainbow Bridge. Not passing, like past it. Will I crash again? Lose traction on the rear wheel? Okay, no we didn't. Okay, cool. I'm starting to think that that mini EV, our rival, is just stopping before the full shenazzle. You know, like these roads aren't like blocked, right? You can like go off the path and go like piss off somewhere else. Get out of the highway. Okay. I didn't manage to beat this course in a Woolen Confero Sunshine, the Forza edition one. I tried it with my other R spec cars, I just can't. Because of like those credit farm that I used to do. But I get way too comfy with the thing. Oh yeah, right. Did you know that back then I thought I had to do it manually? I didn't know like rubber banding was a thing. I didn't know that assisted steering means actually just assisting you in steering. So I was like, oh, I still have to drive it around. So I did for solid, I don't know how long it was. But yeah, I had to do a lot of that alone. And then, well, I realized, oh, assisted steering actually means it drives for you. Wow. And I felt stupid. I did it once and then I stopped doing it because it reminds me of how stupid I was. Not the best way to discover how certain settings work. By the way, I forgot to brake. I'm gonna lose traction. Okay, we are not losing traction. We are fine. Not much going. My lap is 13 minutes, but I crashed, and so it will be flagged. I'm gonna override it with an actual D-class race car. What would it be a good D-class race car, like a Honda Beat? I heard Honda Beats are pretty nice in this game. Lightweight, jack of all trades type of car. Like, I don't know. I'll figure it out. For now, let's just finish this thing, yeah? I'm barely moving the steering wheel, by the way. Like, I am driving with one hand, despite what my avatar might suggest. Also, despite being lowered, this song is like pretty loud, huh? Damn. And now it's weaning up. I suppose that's like EPM NCS for you. Oh, have us straight. Run us straight, gosh, run us straight. Oh, not much going on, man. As the Goliath, you can like see things. You can like turn. So like, even though it's you spent like what 44 minutes on it, 55 minutes. It's not too boring because like there's stuff, there's things to see. Things to reminisce by. Like, oh, this is where I found the Mitsubishi Lancer, or this is where I found the Thingamajigs. Like, in this one, you're on a highway. Not much going on in a highway, you know? It's just you, the car, your thoughts, looking, a wife by your side. Now that I think about it, meta-wise, how would even another person fit inside of this car? It's so small. I should have changed the background. Whatever. So I don't know if this is because my steering wheel is gear based instead of direct drive, but this car is making the weirdest interaction with this wheel specifically. Because like it's like giving my hand a massage by just turning. I think it's trying to emulate like how the asphalt must have feel on the wheels and whatnot. But like yeah, it ended up being like giving my hand a free massage. It's so weird. You know, people do this multiple times to set new records each time, and it's like people actually do this and not keel over and die. You know, they're quite amazing. I can't like do it repeatedly, man. Like I do it in one sitting and then like taking a break or stop. It's like fine, but like doing this multiple times to set new lap record each, that is exhausting. Maybe in an R class it would be faster since you know it's an R class, it's a racing class, but yeah, imagine doing it in like a D class. Man, I must have been bored. I do not want to know how it feels like to drive a P50 in this thing. Must have been torture. I'm gonna drive in the middle lane because like, why not? Look at that. I'm driving. My car can fit in this tiny separator. Is that what you call it? Separator? Yeah. Yeah, it is. You know, since we're on the straight, I'm gonna check on the map where we are. We're in the straight, people. In the straight. Still in the straight. They are so far so fake. I think. Well, not too far, but like yeah. Nope. Do not get out of the tiny separator. I might have to do. I'm gonna hit the wall if I don't. And it's back on asphalt. Oh man, this is less eventful than the Goliath. I missed the Goliath. What if I just tell you guys a story to those that are still listening 20 minutes into this boring ride? How about this? Once upon a time, there was a corpse, a zombie, a walking dead, if you will. His name was Rizzler Mortis. Now, Rizzler Mortis here is not like any other zombie. He is a chivalrous zombie, you see. Chivalrous zombie bard. Yes, that's interesting. He was a chivalrous zombie bard that likes to travel around the world in search of who he was. For you see, Rizzler Mortis, or Mort for short, does not remember who he was. Nor does he have any inkling on who he was. He was just a zombie, is all that he could remember. And so Rizzler Mortis goes around the world. He travels the world in order to search his true self. One day, Rizzler Mortis was playing the flute at his usual spot, which is a hill on top of a small graveyard. As he was playing his flute, he could hear distant chatters. Now, distant chattering in a graveyard is nothing weird, really. A lot of necromancers come to the place to enact sacrificial rituals, summoning and whatnot. But this sounds a bit different. And so, intrigued by the chattering, Rizzler Mortis departed to see where that sound come from. There he sees a lady draped in a black cloak doing some sort of ritual thing. Rizzler Mortis couldn't understand what he was looking at. All he knew is that there were candles and there is a dead skeleton. And so Rizzler Mortis only watched as the lady muttered something. Must have been a spell or something, because as soon as the lady started speaking in this weird language, Rizzler Mortis felt a pull to the lady, like something was pulling him to the lady. And then as the spell goes, Rizzler Mortis witnessed the skeleton in front of the lady starts to shake. It dances, it rises. The skeleton has returned back to life. However, necromancy is not as simple as raising the dead. You can raise the dead, sure, but they will return with nothing in their minds if you do not bind their soul to it. This lady forgot to do it. And so, what she did instead of necromancy or reanimating the dead, all she did is give life to a body that should not be alive. Amazing. Without a soul binding its body, the skeleton rises and attacks the lady. Now the lady starts casting some other spell, but it misses every single time. It was amazing. Rizzler Mortis could not believe what he saw, and so being a chivalrous zombie that he is, he decided to help the lady out by smashing the head of the skeleton with a flute. It's amazing. And so Rigor Mortis has once again saved the day. The lady at first was a bit irked because, well, Rigor Mortis had destroyed her only successful reanimation so far. But Rigor Mortis was like, lady, I just saved your ass. You ought to thank me. And then the lady was like, you know what, fair. I was about to get bitten by a skeleton. Although being bitten by a skeleton really does nothing but flesh wound. But then, as the lady tries to shake Rigor Mortis' hand in order to thank him, she realizes that, watch this, Rigor Mortis' hand is not unlike any mortal. He is in fact a rotting corpse. And thus, the lady's interest is piqued. She introduces herself as Menvia Herastout. Yes, Menvia Herastout the Necromancer. She introduces herself as such, and Rigor Mortis also introduces himself. Hey there, fair lady, my name is Rizzler Mortis. I am a traveling bard. And then Menvia was like, hey, you're not human, are you? You're like zombie, you're like not normal. Rizzler Mortis, fearing that he would be murdered on the spot, he was like, no, what are you talking about? I just haven't showered in just 7 days. And Menvia only replied, I wasn't talking about your odor. I was talking about the fact that your flesh is on the floor. So Rizzler Mortis realizes that the jig was up. And so he came clean to Menvia. Yes, I am a zombie. What are you going to do about it? I just saved your ass, so you better do me a favor and not tell anyone about this. Menvia, already interested in Mortis's constitution, he decides, very well, I shall lend you a helping hand in your journey in finding who you are. Rizzler Mortis, perplexed by this, simply said, amazing! Wow! Someone is willing to help me in my search of who I was, even though I am but a mere zombie. Amazing! This lady must be a good lady. And thus, their crooked companionship, I suppose, begins at that very moment. The pair of Rizzler Mortis and Menvia Herastout, or Menhera for short. Oh, would you look at that? We are nearing the ending of this race, and such, the end of my story. You're about to hit it just under 30 minutes, discounting the crash. And so, with a BMW, we have reached 26 minutes, 26 seconds, 37 microseconds. Amazing. Significantly better than last time, considering last time it was 40 minutes or so. Amazing, quite amazing. We did quite good, people. And so has become the last of our driving. Thank you for watching and listen to me blabbering. I'll see you guys someday, somewhere, I suppose. I have no idea. Ciao Bella, roar.